music, please. You don't always hit the mark. 2, try. 1. Starting broadcast.
The Voice 17104.com. This is Zanetta Wingfield, and you're listening to The Voice 17104.com. The Voice 17104.com.
All right. It's the show, y'all. It's the show. Boom. Y'all know what the show is. That's Dougie Fresh in the show, y'all. But we getting ready to get all the way into this. What's happening? This is, you know what it is. I didn't even get to tell you. Kenny's Corner. Like I always say, I can't control what happens on the streets on the corners of New York, D.C., Buffalo, Pittsburgh, York. I can't control none of that. But I can control what happens right here on Kenny's Corner. My. We about to get into it. Okay, Bill Jones. I'm tuned in because I'm gonna need you, Bill. I'm gonna need you today, Bill. All right. Because we're gonna talk about our guest here. We're gonna let her do her thing a little bit, tell what she's going through, what she got going on. But we are gonna get into the relationship part 2. You heard me, the relationship part 2. We ain't pulling no punches. Listen, you better put your guards up or your guards down. But either way, Kenny's Corner is coming through. We might hit you with the hook. We might hit you with the body slam, but we gonna hit you. And if you call in, I might get hit back myself. But just to get it started, my phone number to call in is 717-889-7181. That is 717-889-7181. We can get into it, but first, let me introduce my guest, the lovely, the beautiful, the incomparable, Patricia Robinson, 1984 grad, John Harris cheerleader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She still be trying to work out a little bit. Workouts be a little slower though. It'd be a little slower now on video. They be like, lift it up, right? Okay, that's enough. Patricia, how are you doing?
Oh, you got jokes. I am doing wonderful. Thank you for having me, Kenny. I really appreciate this opportunity to share.
Yes. So, Patricia, I know you work a lot with the youth. I know you got them learning how to use drills and screwdrivers and wood and caulking and a lot of different things. What is that all about?
Well, I started a nonprofit. It's called Evolve Youth Trades Academy.
Say that again.
Evolve Youth Trades Academy.
Okay.
And we service underserved districts such as Stilton High Spire, Harrisburg, and we really focus on children between the ages of 12 and 18, teaching them the fundamentals of the trades, and they consist of carpentry, plumbing, electrical, and some graphic design.
Wow. Man, you need that program for adults.
Oh, I do have it for adults.
Oh, I didn't know that because I can't put 2 sticks together and make a teepee. I can't do nothing. That's all right. So how does anybody contact you if they want their children to be involved?
My website is www.evolvetrades.org. We have summer program, which is going on right now. We have an after school program, and we are now going to be working with students during the day. So any parent that has a student that is on school learning and they just want the opportunity for them to get into trades, we have that accessible to those.
Nice. Very good. Just want everybody to know who Patricia Robinson is. For those around the world who are in Texas or Delaware or you may not recognize, but it's Patricia Brady. When we were in high school, but she's Robinson now. No relation. I didn't snatch her up, you know what I mean? I didn't marry her, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I see her looking at me with the corner of my eye. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I might have had a chance in high school, but I wouldn't have sat the bench. Oh my goodness. But
I love it.
let me tell y'all something. We're getting ready to get into some juicy stuff here. Last week we ended on relationships. Don't go nowhere, Bill. Don't go nowhere. I want y'all to stay locked in, steadfast, unmovable, always abounding. So last week we got into this relationships at the end of the show. And I don't think we did a fair amount of service. So this week I dedicated this time, the entire time, to relationships. And Patricia made some wonderful comments. And I said, wow, I need her voice. I need the woman's perspective. And I called her up, hit her up, and she was like, sure, boom, perfect. That's what friends are for. Class of 84. That's the best class in the world.
Yes, sir.
You know, we come through for each other.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Kick in the 4-way bin, the 84. You know what I mean? So the question, the last question I asked is, what is, if we take the physical aspect out of a new relationship? That's a good way to put it. A new relationship. If we take the sexual aspect out of the new relationship, what is expected of the man in the courting, and what is expected of the woman in the courting? Now that's from a man and a woman's perspective, but I also want to know, women, what do you think we ought to bring to the table? So Patricia, what do you think, if there's no sex involved, what do you think the man should bring to the table?
Well, first of all, depending on how serious, even if it's a new relationship,
Yeah.
you have to understand where the relationship is going. So communication is critical. So you have to have a conversation as to where each person want the relationship to go before you can even commit to doing anything. That's first and foremost. You just can't say, this is a new relationship and I'm expecting you to do X, Y, Z if you really don't know if it's a good fit, if you are a good match for each other. So you got to really have a conversation about what do you want in life? What do you plan on doing? How are you going to do it? And then how do I fit into that puzzle? Right.
So communication, we always bring up communication. Like, communication, that's the important thing. Communication. But is that real? Is communication real? Do we really communicate? What are we communicating? Oftentimes, are we afraid to really communicate what we want to say? Benzina said communication is definitely the key. It's the key if you are definitely where I want to go. But what if I don't want to go into a relationship, a deep relationship? And that's what you want to do. Now, what am I supposed to say to you?
Well, you be clear about that. And then that other person can make a conscious decision as to where they want to continue moving forward. If you're not going to commit to a relationship and you know you're not going to do it at no time, you just want to be friends, then that's the end of that. Yeah, quote unquote, be friends.
Well, that's the mature thing to do, right?
That's the mature thing to do, absolutely. And we're talking about mature.
If Benzina said make it plain.
Absolutely.
Make it plain. The mature thing to do, right, is to make it plain.
Is to make it plain.
Wow. Does that happen?
Not all the time.
Does it happen most of the time?
Well, it depends on who the persons are that are
No,
involved.
I'm not talking about depending on who this third and the man on the moon and guy on Third Street and the one dude in Arkansas. Does that happen most of the time on either part?
No,
Right.
no.
The problem is communication is not the problem. The problem is what is being communicated. What is being communicated is, I can tell you X, Y, and Z, but what I really want is A, B, and C. Bill Jones says, I've always said that one day you will appreciate a hug and a kiss without intimacy, because we sometimes get, what do they say? I'm gonna get you, Bill. We sometimes get drowned in our physical feelings and lose insight on why we together.
Absolutely.
Bill, that is well said, Bill. That is well said. I think we do a lot of posturing. I think both parts. A woman will tell you, because I know what men do. Because I don't want to talk, because I know what men do. I know how the men gonna lie. but I've heard women say, oh, I'll cook. I'll cook for my man. I'll pick up the tab for my man. And that's all good. But then when I say, well, how often will you cook for your man? Well, how often are you gonna pick up the tab?
That shouldn't be a question.
Right.
Okay.
That's what the woman says. That shouldn't be a question. But it's always implied by society that the man always picks up the tab. So you all have the luxury of getting taken out to dinner 10, 15 times in a row. And then y'all slide in with your, hey, let's go to Texas Roadhouse today. But, and we talked about it earlier, society has put this pressure. And Bill said, you're right. Society has put this pressure on relationships. If society can get out of a relationship, we would be much better off of what we expect. This is what it should be. This is what a man is. Well, men are different. Men are different.
That's true.
Every man is not the same, but society puts every man in the same box. And then women put men also in that same box. If you can't do this for me, and this for me, then we have an issue.
And that's not all totally the case.
Okay, come on, girl.
When we say all, we got to be careful when we say all.
Oh, I say all. I'm starting something.
Because you starting something. Because you putting everybody in a category that's not true. You know, every woman expectations of a man is different, depending on that man and what quality that he brings to the relationship.
Right.
It's not always about monetary, about how you can give. It's give and take. I give, you take, you give, I take.
Well, that sounds like you saying it's 50-50.
Oh, nothing is 50-50.
It ain't even never 50-50.
No, nothing is 50-50. I'm not saying that at all.
Or it's not even designed to be 50-50.
Absolutely.
Listen, all women are not alike. Yes, Benzina, they are not alike, Benzina. But let me tell you something this, honey. I love you, but they are more alike than they're not alike. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You are a special woman, Benzina Hart. God bless you. Patricia is a special woman. God bless you. My sister-in-law is a wonderful, special woman. But
so what you trying to say?
The beat goes on. The beat goes on. So how do we, because it shouldn't be like Patricia said, I'm being funny here, but it shouldn't be about money. It shouldn't be about, but it's about education. Because what I really want the viewers to see is, if it isn't about the sex, what really am I doing on a regular basis that shows my worth to my man? Not every now and again, because I want my man to show me he's my man all the time.
Absolutely.
But the woman kind of gets like, well, I did that last week and I did something for you 3 weeks ago. When is it that we see your worth? Is it every other week, every 2 weeks? Because we can't go off the job. We can't get off the job. We're not afforded that opportunity.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Get off the job?
We can't take 2 weeks off of not doing anything for you. we can't take a month off and wait for you to do something for us.
So what you're saying, that women take a month off or take a week or 2 off and do nothing? Is that what you're insinuating?
Oh, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm telling you.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. And it's about awareness. It's about appreciating someone enough to know what they like, what they don't like, how to make them happy, how to make them feel appreciated.
Yes.
Daily. And it's a small little thing. Honey, I love you. Good morning. How are you? How was your day?
That's not so.
That's just a conversation that will lift someone's spirit if they had a horrible day.
Yes.
That's love. That's being attentive to your mate.
Yes. That's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
That's so nice. Now that we got that out the way.
You asked the question. Let's keep it real.
He says, hold on. I said, when you marry a woman, hold up now, this is what this barber said. When you marry a woman, it's when you get the 110 worth. Then you really see I don't get out of here. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. Listen, you ain't gonna wait. Y'all ain't gonna wait till we get married for me to show you my worth. No, you're not doing that.
You gotta do it.
You're not doing that.
Beginning,
you want to see it right from the beginning. What is this dude about? But y'all get to sit back and wait.
I don't think that's not true. That is not true. Relationships are hard.
Oh, maybe send him flowers.
Relationships are not easy, and
it's not. Don't send me no flowers.
Why? Why wouldn't you want flowers? I'm serious.
Every man is different.
Flowers? Every man is different. You don't want flowers. You want flowers. Thank you.
Send me flowers.
Thank you.
Every man,
right.
Every man is different.
Every man is different. You send me them flowers, they gonna be somewhere else. Bill said we all have a part to play in relationships. That's right, Bill. And the man must get into the sensitive side of him to understand the need of a woman. Yes, Bill.
I love it.
Bill.
Who's Bill? I like Bill.
Bill, you are absolutely right, yes. Bill. Bill, you are so perfect. Hey, Bill, when do they get into the sensitive side of you, Bill? When do they do, Bill? Respond to that, Bill. 717-889-7181. Someone called in. This is a lovely. I love this. 717-889-7181. Somebody call in. Boy, I need some help. I'm starting to struggle right here.
He's sweating, guys. He's sweating.
Barb said, yes, we want to see, what is it? We want to see their worth. I mean, after married, the woman starts judging many responsibilities.
I don't know if I agree with
I
that.
don't know.
Sure. Were you reading that right, Kenny?
Maybe I wasn't reading right. Well, all I know is I want to see something from the gate, just like y'all want to see it from the gate.
And that's fair. You should.
So I put the scenario out. So listen, I want y'all, and I'm gonna give you the scenario, y'all. I'm gonna give you the scenario, and I want to see if y'all call in 717-889-7181. But here's the scenario. If a guy is trying to see you and he goes, okay, hey, how about let's go for a little walk And at the end of the walk, we go have some ice cream. Now, right at this moment, that's all he can afford is ice cream, and he's hoping you don't get the triple scoop. Ice cream gets expensive these days. So
just get one scoop. Now you're gonna limit the woman to one scoop.
What you want? Butter pecan? Yeah, 2 cups of butter pecan. But anyway, and what if the woman said something like, well, you know, I was really hoping that we can go out to dinner because I haven't eaten yet and I don't want to put ice cream on an empty stomach. Is it okay if we go out to the Texas Roadhouse? Now he's sitting there real embarrassed. He don't know what to do. Well, the only thing he can say is no. So when he says, well, right now I'm a little light, what does the woman think about that man? 717-889-7181. 717-889-7181.
So much.
Oh, what do you think, Patricia? What?
Well, first of all, I think that if he is asking to take her out, I don't care what it's for, he should position himself. Be prepared for anything.
But he was prepared for what he wanted to do.
Okay, be prepared again for always be prepared. So, but if it was me, first of all, I wouldn't have said that I'm hungry and I wanted, can we do dinner?
Okay.
Because he's already told me
what we doing.
Right. And so I'm gonna allow him to do what he wants to do. Right. Because he's asked me out for a walk and ice cream.
Right.
And that's it. I'm not expecting anything else. I'm not going to go on top of what he said and say, no, I want to go to dinner because I haven't eaten.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and eat the ice cream.
That's good.
And see how the conversation flows and see how that first, outing, if it's going to be successful or maybe next time he won't get no response at all versus the yes for the ice cream and the walk.
Karen, we're talking about grown men beginning stages. We're not talking about 6 months in the relationship. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about as this thing starts, what are women looking for in a man and what is a man looking for in a woman? And one of the things that a man is looking for in a woman is exactly what Patricia was saying. We need those positive affirmations. We need, man, well, how was your day today? We need you to, you were a little short on the phone. You said, I noticed you had a little back pain when we hung up. Hey, how did you make out today? Yeah, we want to hear that. We don't want to hear every time we get on the phone. You want to know, what's going on today? Do you have any plans today? Where we going? Can you run me over here? Can you do it? We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. No, you could have did that yourself. You could have did that yourself. You didn't need me to do that. And so, if she really, oh man, I hear what you say. If she's really, what's that? If she's real. Oh, she'll say, it's on me this time. You can pick up the tab next time. If she can't be flexible, boy, Mimi, you can make my point in a minute, Mimi. You can make my point right here, Mimi.
Come on now, lady.
And she can be flexible and show she's willing to build with you from the gate. Let her stay where she is. People show you who they are and what you are. Whoa, I should have bought a Honda.
You should have bought a Honda? Oh, my.
Phil says if we were true with your feelings about the person on the first date, you would not question his ice cream.
There's no feelings on the first day.
Proposal.
There's really
right,
no
Bill.
feelings on the first
That's
day.
right, Bill. We all ain't got deep pockets on the first
You know what?
day. That's right, Bill.
I think Bill words are not correct.
No, I love Bill. I love Bill. Barb says, if I suggested dinner and the man can't afford it at this moment, and I'm the one that wants to go to dinner, then I'll pick up. Okay, then I'll pick up the tab. Okay, yeah. That's communication. Reevaluate and not reevaluate the relationship. You're right, Barb. You're absolutely right. Well, these are some good answers. But when a woman feels that man financially is not adequate, even on the first date, they turn into Maya Angelou and they say, if you cannot take out this phenomenal woman on this phenomenal night and pay a phenomenal dinner
at a phenomenal price,
I'm going to cuss you out phenomenally.
Kenny, I don't think no woman, come on now. Is going to venture down that rabbit hole at all. Come on now. Really?
You know how many songs they made about gold diggers? They gold diggers on the first day. They ain't gold diggers in 6 months on the first day.
Well, then there's a problem then. There's a problem with
That's
the
right.
male looking at this. He should have really scoped out.
Listen to me. Bill saying, right. Avery Hyman, boom, Kenny, big facts. What I'm trying to say is, this is what I'm trying to say. This is the education I'm trying to say. Yes, there are some great women out there, but there's a men having all these experiences with these other kind of women.
Vice versa.
Phone call.
Go ahead, caller. You're on Kenny's Corner with your question and your comment, please. They got cold feet. Can you tell
They
them
got cold
about that?
feet?
Yes, sir.
Don't get cold feet. Oh my God.
You didn't answer. You too busy making your point over there.
T Reynolds said, well, why didn't she eat dinner if she knew beforehand they were going out for ice cream? Good question.
No, maybe
T.
not. He asked her at a specific time. What makes you think that she
should
knew?
eat. That's right,
No,
T.
what
He
makes
should
you
eat.
think she knew?
He said, let's go. He said, let's go have some ice cream. Let's go for a walk.
But maybe she didn't eat. What difference does it make? Come on now.
The Bible said, don't take communion, eat it home.
He calls her up, not knowing she didn't eat, and he said, "Hey, I want to go out for ice cream. I want to go for a walk."
No, he didn't know. He didn't know she didn't eat.
That's what I'm saying. So, what was the person's point when they just made?
And she said, "Listen, if you want to go out for ice cream, if I'll call you up and say you want to go for a walk and some ice cream, then you should go ahead and go make you a sandwich right then and there." That's right. He said, when people show you who they are on the first date, believe them. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all something. Listen. You know why? Hold up. If she really wants to spend time with them, she should make dinner for him, right, kid? That's right.
I think Ken. No, we are rushing into something. This is a first date, and he asked her.
Listen, I've had people cook for me on first.
And nothing wrong with that. You're right.
All right,
that's good. But no, his point was, I want to take you out. Now he's saying the woman should cook. Now you twisting it.
No, this is somebody else. There's another question. There's another comment.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So let me tell you something. Jamie Foxx's #1 song. Ain't nobody cooking on the first day. You tearing it up. Listen.
We go back to expectations.
Let's
go back to expectations.
Everyone has expectations. Everybody has a different expectation when going into a relationship. And we go into relationships saying, I want them to be honest. I want them to be respectful. I want them to be faithful. I want them to be upfront.
Absolutely.
Want them to communicate with me, and yeah,
And very attentive.
and attentive.
Attentive. You really have to know the person you're trying to get involved with. So you got to pay attention. You got to ask those questions.
Yeah.
And then you got to watch their movement, what they're doing, so that you can follow suit.
Trust said, always do not require me to be what you are not. Love that. T, I love that. I love
you're
that.
Not willing to, yeah.
I love
you're not
that.
willing to do.
I love
you don't
that.
expect me to.
I really want man to treat me the way he wants to be treated. That's right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Because
knowing that no relationship is 50-50.
No relationship is ever 50-50. But I swear to goodness, I wish it would be 78, 80-20 sometimes. Jeez. Lord, y'all killing us. Communication. Oh, yes. Brother Tribble said communication with comprehension.
Yeah,
Because you can tell somebody all you want, but if they're not comprehending, you just talking to the air.
So we're talking then here we go again, talking about the mate that we choose. You can't get someone that's still on elementary level and you on PhD level.
It's time to go there.
Yeah, there's
It's time
something
to
wrong
go.
there. Then you're at a mismatch.
Yeah, but the
So-
reason why
We make excuses for not
but
communicating effectively.
listen, men are physical. So men see what they see. Men like what they like. And men want to conquer. We are hunter-gatherers.
Absolutely.
And so men go into a situation saying, yes, I want that one. I need that one. And then we say whatever we got to say
To get it.
to get it. But then we find out that they're doing the same thing. Yeah. If you want this, even though you done took it off the table, I don't want you to take it off the table because this is all I got. And once I give this up, oh, you belong to me. That wallet belongs to me. You understand me? Yeah, that's what.
What?
He said, not
What?
really. Because listen, when they ain't got much, that's all they got. Oh, they gonna try to convince you to give that. What? You think all of them are virtuous women? Stop playing with me. Listen, if that was the case.
Even if they're not, that is still a prize to them. That's their worth. That's their protection. So you just don't just give it willy-nilly because you got to be. You
What year
got to
you in?
treasure.
What year you in?
I mean, what do you mean? What year I am?
Okay,
2022.
what I'm
It
trying
doesn't
to-
make no difference.
What I'm trying to tell you, what I'm talking about the right now, that's not what's happening out there. That's not what's happening in 2022.
If
Ain't
you want
nobody
a
treasuring
meaning-
nothing.
But if you want a meaningful relationship, what you mean ain't nobody treasuring nothing? Yes, they are. If they want to get into the right relationship.
You're talking about people in your age group. I'm talking about these 20-year-olds.
Oh, we're not talking. I'm talking about 50,
Well, listen,
50 and above.
But this is what we're trying to reach, though. We're trying to educate them because they're gonna be us one day
This is
with
true.
the same issues we got right now.
This is true.
And so what I'm saying is there is no waiting. That's why they can't figure it out. It's just boom. They go right into it.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
There is no waiting. And because they want what they want and men want what they want. And I've heard women, listen, if you listen to TikTok or any of that, they'll say it. Oh, if you want this is what you gotta do. That is said loud and clear throughout this new generation. You want this is what you must do. Forget what I'm bringing to the table, because that don't even matter. I'm giving you my personal possession.
Well, we have to talk to our women about how to respect themselves
Yes.
and not allow anyone to disrespect you and take and look at your body and not your mind.
Or say just have a set of teeth.
A what?
A set of teeth and a good credit score.
That's all you need? That's all is required? Oh my goodness.
Ooh, all right, hold on. Best friend just stepped into the
Oh
room.
Lord.
Best friend said, this is now a society that demands instant
Gratification, which is true.
Instant. Listen, Jamie Foxx's #1 song
What?
wasn't even his song, and it said, "Give me money when I'm in need. Oh, she's a trifling friend indeed. She's a gold digger. Well, time that is on me." Oh yeah. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, the days of our parents and grandparents are over. I want to have this real conversation, but I don't think it has to be equal. I'm okay with the man paying, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't care about that. I don't care about that at all. I'm brought up that way. You see a young lady, you want to take her out to dinner, you pick up the tab, period. You pick up the tab the next time. You pick up the tab the next time. I'm built like that. But my problem is, in this generation, they never get around
to doing that.
to picking up. They never get around to saying, hey, you've been gracious enough to take me out to dinner for the last 10 times. At least let me pay for this one.
Well, here's the thing. We're looking at our generation that have not done what we need to do with our young folks in terms of instilling some of those values.
Agreed.
So we now have to look at the generation prior. What have we done or have not done to instill those qualities in our young ladies so they don't disrespect themselves, nor do the men disrespect the women. You see, they use names and it's okay. They answer to that B word, it's okay.
Right.
They talk to each other like, yeah, that's cool, you know. And so we have done our kids a disjustice because we haven't put those expectations on them. And some, granted, once they get a certain age, they're gonna do and say what they want to do anyway. So, but for the most part, a lot of times we're not pushing them in the right direction. We're not instilling those values, and then we're not making sure that we educate them in. And I don't want to get into the school system, but that is part of the problem as well.
Right, but you know what? She said, Benzina said we need to bring it back to the yesterday. That worked, you know. We need. So we're too busy trying to be their friends instead of parents. I feel that. I feel that. Relationships take work. Older generations know this. Younger generations, not so much. Daryl is correct. Everyone wants, I think she's going to say instant gratification. Instant gratification. And they can have all of that with social media. They can get anything they want on social media.
Absolutely, and that's part of the problem as well.
Bill says demonstrating love for yourself is the cornerstone of your happiness. Then you will be able to show your worth so that you won't disrespect yourself or others. Yes.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because our kids don't love themselves. Mm-hmm. And they think that they have to give of themselves. And when I say that, I'm not talking about only the women, I'm talking of the boys too. Because women are still taught that what they have between their legs is valuable. But young men, what you have is just as valuable. That's yours too. That's your private area as well. We have to teach our young men that can't be all willy-nilly either.
We gotta stop telling them that it's okay to conquer.
Right.
You know, everything that you put your eyes on that you think that you like, that you don't do. That's not how the
Yeah.
way you're supposed to be doing it.
Avery said there are so many distractions compared to our day. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, etc. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. No one gets to know someone. You're right. You know what? There was a instance where they got this thing on I don't know if it's TikTok or something, but it was like give me a heart or give me a present, you know, and it's money acquainted to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, you give me a present, it's only 99 cents.
Okay.
You know, you 99 cents.
Mhm.
You know, but you get a bunch of them.
Right. You making
Right.
some money. Absolutely.
And so that's taking what you have
Mhm. And put
and
value on it.
prostituting it out.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
ain't got to show nothing,
Yeah.
but it's still,
Yeah.
you show enough cleavage. And
Mhm.
so they think that that's equal to money.
Well, the low self-esteem.
Okay.
Low self-esteem.
We got Kurt Smallwood on here. Kurt Smallwood, great rap, Kenny Robinson. I'm learning so much. I have nothing to contribute to your topic. Keep winning, Trish.
Love it. Thank you.
All right, coach.
Thank you,
That's our
Coach.
boy. That's our boy. Jared, too much social media teaching our young people what a man or woman is supposed to be, what a relationship should look like. Got to get back to the home.
I said it really
Of
starts
the
at
church
home.
teaching young
Absolutely.
people these things. You're right. You're absolutely right, Jared. Jared, you can't. As much as we try to show kids who don't go to church how to do it, but church is very important. Church is very important. Dave Smith says, but has to realize that a lot of what is said on social media is fantasy.
It's true.
Hey, everything on social media, you cannot believe. You cannot believe. People will have you believe that they're living a grand life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And they are just
Perpetrating a fraud.
perpetrating a fault, and they are just as miserable as you are.
Gotta be careful. Don't get sucked into the likes and the loves.
Wow.
Dave, that is so real. That is so real, Dave. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Wow.
And it's not all just the church. That's part of it as well. But we
Mhm.
really have to, everything falls back to the home and the community.
Right.
When I was growing up, my neighbors watched over me with my parents. So
Mhm.
there was no boys that was coming up on my doorstep that my mom didn't know about. We don't do that anymore.
Right.
These kids are a little disrespectful. So in terms of talking about the kids and how we need to help fix that, we do need to go back to the basics.
Yeah.
We need to talk to the parents that are parenting these
Yeah.
young people.
Yeah.
It's a different generation.
It's a different generation. You better say that looks can be deceiving. That's right. That's right. My daughter had a boyfriend. He asked to use the bathroom. She said no.
She said no.
No. He said, why not? He said, because if my dad comes in the door and you coming down the steps,
Not gonna be good.
it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. And so it starts at home. The parents don't know church. Yeah. True, well, the parents don't know church. That is the truth. I mean, we keep saying church, but the parents don't know church.
Absolutely.
I got church long before I got to the church. I got church
Started at home.
long before I got to the church.
Absolutely.
Now, whether I stayed with that, went out, did my thing, acted a whole fool is one thing, but I got churched long before I got churched. Yeah. And so That's important. That is important. So even though there was a ministry for young people and adults, the ministry would be workshops on how to go about this. Yeah, right. Well, that would be nice.
And then, well, with that, it's hard to get the kids there.
It's
The parents
hard
are
to
not being,
It's
bringing
hard.
them
Yeah,
there.
Barb, that is so good, but
hard to get there.
it's a fight worth fighting, Barb. Let me put it to you that way.
That's true.
It's a fight worth fighting. It's a fight worth trying.
Mhm.
But to get the parents to buy into that, it's an uphill journey in 2022. It's an uphill journey.
Different parenting.
Yeah,
Different parenting.
yeah. But we're gonna work. Listen, if Paul can change a whole culture by himself, I'm sure together as the body of Christ, we can change a nation.
Absolutely.
You know? So I started out this whole thing about the worth and money and all that just to enter into this conversation. I understand. I mean, men, we buy stuff all day long. That ain't no problem. Yeah, that's what we do. We go out, we buy. We just want you all to understand that, see that we're doing it.
Mhm.
That's all.
Mhm. Recognize the worth.
Recognize
Yeah,
our worth.
absolutely.
Recognize that we are paying, that we are doing, that we doing something. Please recognize it. And then
And everything
do
is not,
something.
everything is not monetary.
Right, it's not
the
monetary,
small things
But
that are critical.
recognize what we are doing. Don't make us feel like we're out here by ourselves. When a relationship is only transactional, it overrides reciprocity
Yeah.
and mutual respect.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
making
because-
transactions.
Because I feel like if you always taking my money and I'm always doing something for you and you ain't doing nothing for me, I'm getting ready to say something real crazy to you.
In every relationship, there should be evaluation points. I really think to know if it's working, if someone's not doing what you need them to do, then you need to have that conversation.
So Benzina said, in 2022, where are the children? I haven't even seen a VBS around. What is that?
But vacation Bible study.
Vacation Bible. Oh, we still do it?
I don't think so. That's why she's saying that.
We still do vacation?
I don't think so. Some do, but
Some do.
not
Some
many,
churches do, not many.
Not many.
Man, we have an uphill journey. Right. That's a good question, D. It's a good question. We have an uphill journey, y'all. Yeah. But know the worth. And men, vice versa. When you see your woman breaking her back to make your life comfortable, when you see her making your situation better, because women have a skill that we don't, and they can make your situation, your life better. They can make you feel like you can conquer the world and go out there and get it accomplished. When you see that, they have your back. Most women have better credit than we do. When your woman is presenting to you a 780, 800. And listen, don't abuse that. Don't abuse that. Understand what she's bringing, understand what she is willing to give you to make it work. Now, I have moved past the beginning into the relationship itself. And when you get into the relationship, men, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid, man. Because we got some real stupid men. I don't mind calling you stupid, dumb, ignorant. I don't mind calling you any of that because you are. You get into these relationships, a woman does whatever she wants. I mean, she does whatever she can for you. and you run around here and cheat on her, smack her around, disrespect her, ignore her feelings, make her feel less than. No, it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Y'all punks. Y'all are punks. And I can say that. I can say that because 2 reasons. One, because I've been a punk. I've been a punk. I have always been who I am today. And 2, I don't care what you think, you can't beat me. Because I'm Kenny Ryan. No, I'm just playing. I used to be about rap because I'm Kenny Ryan. No, but no, for real. It's time to grow up. When you got a quality woman. I know that's right, Bill, so I got your back. Yes, you do, Bill. The Groove Live. UPTOWN, baby. But when you get a quality woman, because let me tell you something. Every man have had a quality woman and has blown it and has wished they could get it back. Every man. If you are fortunate to get it back, you better hold on tight. But if you're not,
Peace.
better to have loved, lost, not loved at all. But we need to be, what is the word I want to use? Man, we need to be intentional.
Yep.
We
Very good word.
need to be intentional with our women. That we will intentionally love you like you're supposed to love. And that's okay. That's what we need to be. But on the flip side, women, you need to be intentional on how you handle us. Because you can't handle us how you handled your old boyfriend. It ain't gonna work. Bill says, I'm in that, man, that blown it. I've been single for a time now. That's right, Bill. We've all blown it, Bill. We've all blown it. You ain't the only one. We've blown it. Women have blown it. Women have blown some good men. And now they have just moved on. But most times it's us. We do the blowing. And so I'm asking the men, not only now, but reach back. Say something to these young men when you see them calling the B word.
Absolutely.
Or the hoes, or the tricks, or the tramps. Say, hey, them your sisters. Avery said, it happened to me, and I have become the man I am because I have not blown my second chance. Preach. That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Joe says, BB King saying, don't make me pay for his mistakes. Women, please, women, no matter what that joker did, don't lay it on him. Don't lay it on the other guy. Bottom line is written by the late, what did you say? Late TP. It's so good loving somebody and somebody loves you back. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Appreciation, Paulette told us appreciation, respect, and accountability goes both ways. Paulette, not only does it goes both ways, it goes a long way.
Long way, absolutely.
It goes a long way.
Absolutely.
If you can get somebody that you can respect and they can respect you, hang in there. It's gonna get rough.
And you will see the signs of disrespect by what they do.
Yes.
People say, you can say a whole lot, but it's those actions. It's the actions behind it.
Yeah.
Words, are just words. And they fall short if there's no action behind those words.
If anybody got anything to say, we got 5 minutes. 717-889-7181. That is 717-889-7181. Patricia, that was a fast hour,
It
wasn't it?
was. It went by very quickly, huh?
Chris says one of the fastest hours he got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's one of the fastest hours he got. My goodness, this thing go by fast. But I love all my Black sisters. I love my Black brothers, but we have to do better. And the education piece of all this is recognize when someone is showing you their worth and reciprocate. That's the message I really wanted to get out. Yeah.
And understanding. Because everybody's different.
You need everybody different.
You got to understand the mate that you're with, you know.
Andrew Tribble said you need 2 hours for your little show. He always calls my show little show. Yeah, he said you need 2 hours for your little show.
For your little show. Okay.
Yeah, very, very nice guys. You all have a blessed night. Bill, thank you for joining in. Thank you for your comment, God. Bill, God bless you, man. Have a great night. Good night. We are getting ready to get out of here. Chris, we are getting ready to go right now. We are done. God is so good right now. So as we always close, as we always say, come on, y'all. I can't control what happens on the streets of New York, DC, or Baltimore, but I can always control what happens right here on Kenny's Corner.
Thank you, Facebook. You always showing off. That was good. That was a good conversation. Thank you for inviting.